What is up YouTube, and today we're going to be showing you guys the Hall of Trials team comp that I used to actually get SSS Plus. Now as you guys can see, I did get above 8 mil, so you can actually do the Hall of Trials Dagger Sakar missions for Zeno on this week if you actually use my team comp. Now my team isn't like super optimized, but it is still probably one of the better team comps to use for this boss fight. Now, if you guys do notice lag when I do show you guys the fight, it's because I had background battling on. It's not really that laggy, but you'll notice that it will freeze for like maybe half a second sometimes, so I apologize for that. But I really didn't want to run this again because this week is pretty terrible. You can see that you can't use dark heroes, which is whatever, but dual attacks cannot be triggered, which is super frustrating, right? You can't really cheese it with like Lilius and Conquerlius and stuff like that. And you're going to see that you need to use basically a lot of thieves, because you're going to see when the boss is exhausted, you'll actually be able to activate an extra attack for every 2 buffs granted to the caster. And because of this, you do want to bring a buffer that can actually buff your team of probably 3 thieves, right? And you're also going to see when the damage, you actually do more damage to the boss when he's exhausted, when he's unable to be buffed, or I guess when he's not exhausted as well. So because of that, it's pretty simple, right? Looking at the advantages, you pretty much need to have Savior Aiden. She is a thief here. This is the gear that I have her on. She's not going to be the main damage dealer, but you do want her on your team because, yes, she does a ton of damage. She also is pretty tanky with her evasion, and also she has lifesteal built in with her S1 from her skill tree. And also because this S1 has this unable to be buffed, which is basically going to be the biggest source of your damage, and also this invincibility will actually make your team a lot more tankier. Now, for the front line, I have Violet. Violet is pretty good. He's a thief, right? He takes pretty little damage because he's evading, and he's also going to be life stealing. He also does have this heal and another buff for himself for 3 turns, which is very, very nice. And this attack down is very nice to actually help your team live for longer. You can see that's a big problem if you don't have good gear, just having your team live, because you're kind of on a clock versus this boss. You don't want to heal too much. You just kind of want to get to 8 mil points as fast as you can. Now, my Violet's pretty crappy gear. It's actually awful gear. I have him on immunity as well for no reason. I guess the gear is pretty good now they look at it, but you definitely want pen set to actually do more damage. I actually did this without pen set, and I still got to this point threshold. I'm pretty sure if you have him on pen set, you can literally get him or get this boss to more than 9 or even 10 mil points. And of course, we have Sid. This is the main damage dealer. Very nice because he has a ton of buffs for himself with his passive and his S2. He's going to be giving himself a random buff. And also you're going to see that his S1 can actually do a defense break, and this does a ton of damage, and he just hits super hard. You do want him on your main damage artifact here and pretty much your best rage gear because he will hit super, super hard. And then of course we have the buffer, none other than DN, probably one of the best ones in the game to buff because she has a ton of barriers, which is going to also act as a buff. She can push your team. She also has attack buff, which is very nice, and just a very powerful buffer overall. And she has no healing, so you're probably wondering what artifact you would run on her. You actually want to run Warhorn because, like I said, kind of on a clock here. You don't really care about the healing. You just want to get the boss to 8 mil damage during the 2nd exhaustion phase. I think that's the best way to actually tackle this week's challenge. Now, this is the team comp that I use. Of course, there's other ones out there. You can probably use different units, but this is what I found most successful. I find it better to just go for 8 mil points during the 2nd exhaustion phase than rather just trying to kill the boss. You're going to see that when I actually do get to 8 mil points. This run actually, I didn't even kill the boss here. I just got to this point threshold during the 2nd exhaustion phase. But yeah, that's pretty much it. You definitely want to manual through it. I think the most important thing when you're doing this with this team comp is right before you go into exhaustion phase, when you actually have the boss take extra damage, you want Aiden to be the first one up right as soon as the phase happens, ideally with some buffs, so you can actually land this unbuffable, because this will make you do a ton more damage. And ideally after that, you do want your Sid to go right after, I guess 2 turns after, even if you really need him to go later, to actually land the defense break from his S1 as well. But yeah, this is the team comp. I'll show you guys the run. I'm not going to really talk over it because I wasn't talking during the time, but it's very simple. Just have Aiden go before the boss goes into exhaustion phase, and you should be good to go, and just burn the boss down during the exhaustion phases.
I am ready.
I'm not too late. Holy Flash! I fight with the power of all.
I'll show you how a hero does things. Look at my sword, not my face.
And my opponent?
In the name of the goddess, sparkling, dazzling love, grant me your power! Brace yourselves, vile fiends.
Shall I attack? This is going to hurt.
I'll show you how a hero does things. How futile your life is. Farewell.
We still have hope. I'm not too late. I will protect you with all my might.
Is it my turn? While you blink, like the wind. While you blink,
I know I'm beautiful.
You can call me Magical Girl D. As long as I have something to protect, I will never lose. In the name of the goddess, I'll illuminate the darkness with the full potential of love.
shall I attack? This is going to hurt. While you blink, like the wind.
I'll see to
I'm not too late. More magical power!
Need my help? How should I do this? Now try me. Don't chicken out.
I fight with the power
Take
of
note
all.
for future reference. This is what a perfect cut looks like.
Brace yourselves, vile fiends.
And my opponent?
You can call me Magical Girl D. Owie!
Need my help? Be grateful that you get to fight me.
Don't worry, I'm here.
Brace yourselves, vile fiends. No matter what hardships await me, I will regret nothing.
Is it my turn? Excuse me. Cut and slice. Shall I attack? While you blink.
I'm not too late.
I know I'm beautiful.
In the name of the goddess, Holy Flash!
And my opponent? This is going to hurt.
As long as I have something to protect, I will never lose.
This is the end.
You can call me Magical Girl D.
I'll show you how a hero does things. Face me. Look at my sword, not my face.
Is it my turn? I'll carve you up. Excuse me. And my opponent?
We still have hope.
I'm not too late.
I'll show you how a hero does things.
Brace yourselves, vile fiends. I will protect you with all my might. I fight with the power of all.
Shall I attack?
I know I'm beautiful.
You can call me Magical Girl D. With the full potential of love.
And my opponent? While you blink.
In the name of the goddess.
Don't worry, I'm here.
I'm not too late. More magical power!
Now try me. Don't chicken out.
Is it my turn? Like the wind. While you blink. This is going to hurt.
Brace yourselves, vile fiends.
We still have hope.
Shall I attack? While you blink. Like the wind. While you blink.
You can call me Magical Girl D. Dazzling love, grant me your power!
Need my help? Yeah! Can you survive?
In the name of the the goddess. I will protect you with all my might.
As long as I have something to protect, it'll all be over
never
in the
lose.
blink of an eye.
I'll show you how a hero does things. My sword will pierce your heart.
Brace yourselves, vile fiends. You can call me Magical Girl D.
I fight with the power of awe.
Look at my sword, not my face.
I'm not too late.
We still have hope.
I'll see too.
You can call me Magical
Holy
Girl D.
I know I'm beautiful. I'll have you kneel under this sword. Now try me. Don't chicken out. Be grateful that you get to fight me.
Brace yourselves, vile fiends. No matter what hardships await me, I will regret nothing.
Stay on your toes.
In the name of the goddess.
Need my help? Look at my sword, not my face. How futile your life is. Farewell. I'll show you how a hero does things. I see your weakness. I know I'm beautiful. My sword will pierce your heart. I am ready.